Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a big, ugly, ghosty, woasty, scary looking toasty. Now, we don't know exactly what these things are. And to be honest, the hell with it, you know, I mean, it's the whole concept of how we perceive what ghosts are. Yo, hello Bill, mate, alright? Involves a majority of fear factor. Ooh, what is it? We don't understand what it is. Ooh, let's just be scared of it and use it as clickbait. People like to be scared. That's why people spend hours and hours on end looking at mysteries on YouTube and watching what the unknown is. A sense of mystery sparks attraction in about anything. Relationships, a TV series, drama, the unknown. Yo.
I'll call you back in 5 minutes, literally.
Alright, dude.
Yeah, so.
5 minutes later. Now this. May I stand unshaken? Now, when people think ghosts, the thing they think of straight away is spirits. Now, what is a spirit? You may look at spirits as you think a whiskey shop. Don't mind that. You might also think ghost or something of the unknown. But what I think of and what I think ghosts or what is really there that people are seeing. Hello, Bill. You actually got 5 minutes, or do you want another 5 minutes?
Sorry, I forgot. I was eating my teeth before I called you back.
Oh, I see. Alright, dude, that's cool. Yo, are we still gonna go out tonight to that forest?
I forgot that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have a plan for today, man. I mean, you still game?
Fuck. I just want to go back with a guy like that tonight. Oh, I forgot about that.
It's all quite redundant, really. The whole concept of ghosts being this scary big figure that it's the unknown and it will attack you, and you know you best be scared of it because you don't know what forces it has behind it. You don't know what it's capable of. You have different types of ghosts, such as passive ghosts and phantom ghosts. Apparently one's more aggressive than the other, you know. Maybe it's an Irish ghost or a Scottish ghost. A dad joke. Well, man, come on. You know. I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I mean, you know, I'm really here today to try and give more of it, without all the sort of the fluff around this spiritual sort of being. I don't, you know, it's built up for sort of fear factor and to draw in people's emotions. I'm gonna try to make this video counter opposite as possible. I'm gonna try and go to, as they call it, brown folly woods. You see your dad like mostly every week though, don't you?
I haven't seen him in like a week.
You know, you do what you want to do at the end of the day. I'm sort of just, you know, we made a plan, man. I mean, like, you know. What I mean by what I say is that recently I've been getting into a lot of spirituality, learning what spirituality is, ways of communications and stuff, and just really a different sense of perspective on our reality and our world. As there is many different perspectives and obviously realities you can live in, such as you can spend all day playing a video game, and that would be the virtual world you live in. You could spend all day just listening to the chit chat inside your head, having voices in your head like Randy Orton. Sunday I'll probably be alright, but I mean, like, man, I'm ready today to do it, you know what I mean? I'm ready today to do it, you know, I've got it in my head to do it today. The spiritual terms I've come to know is, who are you and what are you grounded in this world to be known as, or how would you identify yourself? Because if you're in an office building all day, sitting down at a desk, doing paperwork and letting that atmosphere and that environment consume you and your mind and programming you just to do certain instructions, type certain ways, and go home and do certain things a certain way. You don't, I mean, I think I'm a crazy bastard myself, but I don't conform myself to probably how most people do nowadays. I don't do all sorts of things that go with crowds, and as humans are, we all like to be in groups, and that's generally how we are due to our nature. We want to stay in nuclear sort of groups of people, like we have families, mother, brother, son, dad, father. Man, it's whatever, it's your priorities are your priorities, but I mean, don't set me up to then just, let go, because that's just annoying.
I forgot that. Sorry. I fucked up.
It goes all ways, but people separate that with friendship groups, and that's cool. I have my own friendships groups, but I'm more of a one-on-one sort of person. So I think now I spend a lot of my time trying to fathom who I am very spiritually. And that means who you are as an individual, or just acknowledging the fact you are an individual and knowing you're alright and where you are in this world, you're okay. Because you are a bit of a wet wipe, Bill. You know you are a wet wipe.
I really can't wear myself in shitty situations.
So linking that to ghosts, now I think ghosts are just, people say in the past that they're spirits, and that is your spiritual being. It is me going to be floating about some house or some place I've been in the nearby future, haunting it, thinking about my dead cat, like moaning at people as a ghost, thinking, oh, where's Kitten?
As long as you don't go anyway.
8ish. So if people do say that ghosts are spirits, then you think to yourself, right, well, couldn't this be interpreted in a different way? Couldn't you see that instead of the traditional sort of way of looking at ghosts, they're all kind of Victorian dressed, a little girl with a doll. It's all very sort of repetitive throughout every single sort of story brought up within the media and also YouTube videos. What do you want to do? What? Because you said to me you wanted to do this, so I've sort of gone out my way to try and make it a thing. But now you could look at Josh and think, oh, what an absolute crackhead, he's going on and on about these spirits and ghosts and he's not actually getting anywhere with this video. But no, what I do want to say is just trying to nail down what my definition of spirituality really seems to be to me and everyone else. And we're actually doing something quite interesting. Do you mind if I see you later in the week or something? I know you don't want to upset anyone, Bill, and you're that sort of light-hearted guy and you don't want to do that sort of thing, and I get that, that's cool.
I didn't say I never do that.
You might just be watching thinking, he's just some crackhead born on the planet Jupiter. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, you have your right to think what you want, and I think that's cool. You do what you want. And yeah, I've got a torch ready. I'm gonna go find a second one for you for when we go, and I'm just gonna look for other bits and bobs. So I've got a little bit of history as well, so that's gonna be pretty cool. He's saying that's how I'm gonna do it is the way to do it, because there are different realities and different realms how you communicate. In our society, you communicate in a certain way. Go to work, go to school, come home, eat your dinner, talk to each other about your day, go to bed. In different sort of spiritual ways, you can get stoned or something, and you'll just think a lot, and you'll be in these different ways.
He just sits here.
We'll make it a plan to go out Sunday. Be like, oi, Dad, we're going to the pub Sunday, whether you like it or not. The amount of just shit we talk to ourselves in our brain is 90% shit anyway. But I mean, the way we live, how should that be interpreted in a different realm, such as being a ghost? We look at it as a sort of maybe a higher sense of life because it's something we don't understand. Right, what do you want to do? What, besides making people happy, besides making me happy, besides making your dad happy, what do you want?
I don't know. I'm always in this situation.
Which I'm sort of digressing and re-going over my points. But no, I shall speak how I want.
It's too early for a drink.
Says who?
My dad.
We could turn out there and might be a load of shit, There might be a load of shit. We'll turn up with our car, we'll turn up with a couple of lights, we'll go up to the tower, and it might just be like a day out in Bristol going to Cabot Tower. You never know. I sort of just got to strive towards trying to get him out tonight and going towards where we need to be going. He's always been a long head, but we'll get him out. Oh, sorry, it was my nan, and that she had an uncle that died, and before that uncle died, this uncle's spirit came to visit my nan. Now, I don't know whether that's going to be 100% true. Well, no one knows if that's going to be 100% true. No one's going to, only the man upstairs know if he's even real. Go about doing that with spirits, like in the sense where you visit a grave for a dead person, where you come and pay your respects. It's sort of like the similar sort of thing, but I mean, you know, go into somewhere like, well, it's basically going to be me mourning over a dead child in Brown Folly Woods. This video, essentially, if that's still what I'm doing about it.
Hello, Ruby. Oh shit, coming towards you. She got my fucking nuts off. And I just suddenly don't know what this accent really is about. What are you saying? You got anything to say? What are you doing here? Who says you're allowed on my property? Handle you and throw you out my window. Ruby, have you got anything to say? Anything?